think about dating in China.
We cut it, yeah.
You just want to get what you are having, looking for him and forcing marriage. So I just like let go of that. She was my confidant. That's what we say. She was my talking to your girl or your boyfriend, and the way you communicate changes. Know that in another side, whatever is happening on the other side is getting stronger. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a regular watcher, regular liker, regular sharer, honey, you are welcome. If it's your first time here, honey, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bells. You're on the right channel, yeah, you're not lost. So I think you already know what this video is about based on the title of the video. Yes, this is it, y'all. It's also a story time. I got so many requests from some of you asking me if I could do more of the story times, especially in China. Y'all, dating in China is not a joke. It's not for the weak-hearted. It's not for fun. It's not fun, but it is sometimes when I reminiscence the events of my own stories, So today I'm sharing them because they mean nothing to me now, but at that time I was kind of heartbroken, and yeah, it got me depressed a lot. But now I'm sharing because it's nothing. As you all know, I'm married, I have a child, so it's a thing of the past. These stories I'm telling you happened like some 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, So yeah, I'm just telling. Yeah, I would rather tell than you hear from somebody. What motivates me to share these stories? These are the stories that I'm reading on IG. What's happening in China, dating in China. Think about dating in China, y'all. Is it easy? Would you recommend anybody to date in China? If somebody asked me this question, would I recommend a foreigner to date a foreigner in China? I don't know. It's worth trying. You can try and have your own experiences, yeah. But hey, it's not for the weak-hearted. It's not for the weak-hearted. This video is gonna be causing violence. It's a violence. Anyway, before we start, let's cheers, y'all. Cheers! It's still holiday here, so let's drink, yay! And let's share these videos, y'all. So yeah, I'll just go to my own story. It's a story time. I say it's a story time, so we can as well start, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you remember the story I shared about the guy who almost got me executed in China? So that happened when I was a first-year student. In my second year, I met another guy. You can guess where he was from, of course. I had that when it comes to dating, I didn't want to date out of my race, y'all. So I just wanted to date irregardless of the country. I just wanted to date somebody from the same race as me. So yeah, I met another guy, because what happens is this: in my second year, I started a law business, because like I told you, I realized the city I went first that was so popular then was Guangzhou. So I started a small business of buying and selling, and also becoming a runner for some people back in Zimbabwe there. So I traveled to Guangzhou again. That was my second time in Guangzhou, and I met this guy. I don't know if you guys have lists, like on the things that you'd like a guy to have, like you have qualities, especially the looks, in somebody you like to date. This guy just fit my list. He was just like, he was meant for my list, y'all. So I met this guy, and me being the second time in Guangzhou, and remember the first time I didn't experience Guangzhou, I didn't go anywhere, I didn't even see anything actually. So this second time I was going to explore, as well as finding places where I could buy stuff that I could sell home for business. So yeah, I met this guy, y'all. And the guy was so kind. Actually, I approached the guy first because I was lost. So I saw this guy, and it was just hi. Then I asked him, oh bro, can you help me? I'm looking for such and such a place, because I've gotten some contacts from people back home. Like, you go to this place, but they are not sure. So I was trying to figure out, find places. So seeing the black guy in the city I'm lost, kind of like, hey, you know? So I'm like, hey, bro, I'm looking for this place. And oh, no, it's okay, no problem, I can help you. I also live here. I live in Guangzhou. I'm doing business here. Then we started talking, and he took me to the place where I was going. He was really kind. Nothing happened. He didn't ask me out, but the guy was sharp, y'all. Oh, if you ask me, not disrespecting other, I know, but according to me and what I saw and what I'm still seeing now, our brothers from Nigeria can dress, y'all. They can dress. So they have chance. So you know what? So yeah, I managed to find the things out thanks to him, because I managed to find things I was looking for, and I managed to buy the things I wanted. And also went overboard to help me with the contacts for shipping and stuff like that. He was so helpful. I don't want to lie. He was so helpful. He really helped me. And it didn't take me much time in Guangzhou, because he already know the places where I could get stuff to send to Africa and stuff like that. He was in the same business, you know. So to cut the story short, I came back to my city. We have numbers. He started calling me and calling me and calling me. And my trips to Guangzhou became frequent because I needed to buy things to send home. So each time I'll go to Guangzhou, I'll meet this guy. Hi. We have lunch together. I go my way. I think it was almost a year. This guy asked me out. Yeah, he asked me out. For this guy, I've now kind of like, I know him a lot better, because it was almost a year. I was in my third year now. No, not third year. It was still my second year. I think it was quite a long time. He asked me out. Yeah, I started going out with this guy. And yeah, trips to Guangzhou became so frequent, also to buy and to see this guy, you know. The relationship got stronger. It got stronger. I had friends here. So my first lesson is, when you are dating somebody, regardless of the country or what, never trust your friends to that extent that you feed them every information. This guy really took good care of me. He kind of like adopted me, sort of. I don't know. The way he was taking care of me, I mean, that's the Nigerian guy's culture, but he kind of like adopted me also. And he was taking good care of me. Honestly, he was taking good care of me. I was well kept. I don't want to deny that. I don't know. He was so, me being me, I would share everything, every detail with my girlfriends. I mean, the other Zimbabweans. These are other Zimbabweans who were here in China. So I'll share everything with them, whatever I do. I'm a girl. I was still dating other people, you know, I was seeing other people. Not that I had long distance. Like I told you, I never had plans of marrying in China. I just wanted to finish with my studies and go back and marry someone of my own race, regardless of the country. I just wanted to marry a black man. That's it. That was my plan. So I had some people who were asking me out back home. Yeah, we were talking. And my girlfriends here in China knew about this, you know. So you don't know. Sometimes I also learned lesson number one. Don't tell anyone everything. You never know, you may be educating an enemy. I thought they were my friends, but I didn't know they had motives, because when you're having a good thing, sometimes if you look among your girlfriends, there's a tendency of becoming really jealousy about once, you know, when things are going on well in your life. Some girlfriends, I'm not saying all of them, but some would want to have those same things, especially if they are not having those things. So we would share everything. I was thinking, it's friends, you know, we are friends. So I'll say, maybe if I'm busy or if anything, there's a problem, this is my boyfriend's number. If there's anything, you can get in touch with him concerning me. If maybe there's a problem, well, because the relationship has got into another level now, you know. And they also have met my boyfriend because he had come to visit me, and they've seen him, we've gone traveling, gotten to know the guy, you know. And also the good things I used to tell them, oh, he just sent me money, he did this for me. I was sharing literally everything. There was nothing I was leaving out. I was sharing everything. Big mistake. Don't share everything. Okay, so down the line, I went for vacation. I went home, and my girlfriend took the opportunity to approach the guy. The audacity. The audacity. I'd gone home. So the way they got it in my boyfriend's mind was Rhoda went home to get married. Imagine that. Imagine. The guy is here, is really serious. We are talking on a certain stage that we are talking, we are somewhere. And then he suddenly felt that Rhoda has gone back home to get married. She lied to you that she's going for vacation. Child. Okay, my boyfriend just changed immediately. I don't know what happened. He becomes so angry. He didn't approach me to ask me about this, whether it was true, the truth of the matter or what. He just became so angry. That's another problem. If you are dating someone who is not from your country, they can easily be misled, you know, because they don't understand the culture, you don't understand the language. So the best it can, I think, if you're dating someone outside of your country or your culture, I think you better understand each other and tell each other and open up on this level. Because for him, he trusted what these girls were saying because they were from my country. So he trusted what they were saying, that they are going, I was going back to get married. Imagine, y'all. Before you know it, my boyfriend no longer wants to talk to me, and it's become, the conversation changed, and I'm asking what went wrong, and he thought I was lying to him, I'm hiding things on him. He didn't confront me on it, and things just started to change when I came back. Things changed. He no longer come to see me. He no longer frequently call me. I didn't know. That's now lesson number 2. When you are talking to your girl or your boyfriend and the way you communicate changes, know that in another side, whatever is happening on the other side is getting stronger. When your boyfriend or your partner or your girlfriend used to call you on daily basis, if they stop calling you on daily basis, know that another relationship is progressing. They are calling somebody. So that was what happening. So my boyfriend asked the other girl, the Zimbabwean girl, out, and they kept the relationship secret, and she was traveling down and forth, and she started to avoid me, that girlfriend of mine. She started to avoid me and just jumping up on her phone. She no longer shares, she's just secretly. So I was telling her, I don't know what is happening with my, my guy. He's no longer talking to me. She was my G. She was my confidant. I was, sharing literally everything. I don't know, I'm feeding the enemy. So whatever I talk to her about, she would go and salt in the wound already on the other side. For me, I wasn't, when I went home for vacation, I wasn't going to get married to anybody. Of course, I was talking to somebody, but not to the stage I was with this guy, So, yeah. So, poor me, honestly. This relationship went on, and until me and this guy, we stopped talking. I just became so stubborn, and I said, no, you know what? I'm not gonna ask a guy, and I'm not gonna force him to talk to me. If he doesn't want to talk to me, that's it. That's the end of the relationship. So I stopped communicating. He stopped communicating with me. The relationship just went like that. He didn't tell me the reason. I didn't push on asking what's going on. And my relationship with my girlfriend kind of become mild, but I never opened my eyes to see that, because now we're living in different cities, right? She was living in another city, so I was like, I just let it go and do my own thing, concentrating my studies and doing my household jobs. Yes, I was still going to Gwanjo. Yeah, if you ask that, I was still going, but I was not seeing him anymore because he had already started avoiding me. So I just stopped, looking for him and forcing marriage. So I just let go of that, let go. I had literal let go. So, to cut the story short, I met my husband, my now husband, and then I was in another relationship. Of course, I took time to end that relationship, like I explained before how I met my husband, right? If I didn't, I'll let you know. All right, so I met my husband. Things moved on well with me. It was time for me to graduate. He proposed, and I stayed. I got married. I had my child. Oh, you asked about the girlfriend? She later went back to Zimbabwe and had her own fair share of misfortune there and whatever. Maybe it was karma, but I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know. She never confessed to me what she did. She never did that. Then, okay, that's 7 years later, 6 to 7 years later, the guy, I'm already married, I have a child, you know, the guy found me. I don't know how he got my number. He called me and he told me, oh, he's still here in China. And he told me, oh, it's been long since we last talked. And he saw, oh, it is WhatsApp. He saw my WhatsApp. You know, you add somebody and you don't delete them all. He saw my WhatsApp. So I didn't have his number, but I saw a message coming in and he said, oh, I'm this and that. And I'm like, oh, really? Oh, good to talk to you. That's years later, 7 years later. And so, oh, I see you have a boy, you already got married. I said, yeah, I did. I got married and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know what? In secret, we'll stay in secret. Someday there's a very funny way of the truth coming out, y'all. So, and karma has a very good way of dealing with situations like that. So thankfully to me, the guy started talking to me, oh, you know what? I'm happy for you. You got married and things are going on so well. I said, I know life is going well. Life is going great for me. And he too got married. So I'll ask, you know what, just for closure's sake, what really went wrong? I just want to know what really went wrong. Out of the blue, the guy started confessing, this is what happened, and the girls told me you went to get married. I got mad, and later the girl come down to Guangzhou and they asked me to eat with me. And it only lasted for a year, but there was no happiness in that because it was always comparing and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Nobody ever told me 7 years down the line I'm getting to know about this shit. Yeah, I was hurt. Not that I still want to go in this relationship, but I was hurt because the person who did this to me was somebody I called my best friend, you know. So when you hear twinny, girlfriend, bestie, blah, 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 I don't buy that shit. I don't buy that shit. No. There's a lot of fake things happening in there. There's, you know, boyfriend taking others, boyfriend taking others, girlfriend taking others. That's what happens. Especially when you look at relationships in China. Now that I'm sharing this because I've already seen this happening. You see this girl with this guy with this girl with this, you know, they're changing each other like pants. You know, they're changing like thrifty shops. It's happening like that. So it never happened in that way, but I'm realizing it happened to me. Thankfully, I was not part of that. So I'm thankful that the relationship ended that way, and I finally got the closure in the end. And yeah, this is what happened, y'all. So the main lesson I learned out of all this shit is never share everything about yourself. Never. Please try to put a pin code to matters that belongs to your life. Matters of your life, pin code, lock it. Don't put slides on those things. Don't put on slides on those things, yeah. Because you never know. You never know. I'm not saying all friendship that you have or that people around you that you know are jealous of your relationship or want to do something with your relationships or what. But to be just safe and avoid the mistake that I did, I learned from my mistakes, and thankfully I don't regret it. Probably it was driving me to where I am right now. I'm thankful for that, but I know some people will still make the same mistake in the name of friends and friendships. You share everything, pour your heart out about the matters of your life. Be careful of that, because I've heard people crying. I've heard people complaining about friends who betray them. Friends they shared everything with, one day they go and divulge those things that matters of your heart, they're telling or sharing with people who shouldn't now. So when it comes to important things in life, be mindful. Just know who you are going to share with, but at least don't share everything about your life with people, because honestly you never know what you are feeding to your enemies. It could be an enemy you are feeding those, you know, you may be feeding the you may be educating the enemy. So try to keep some things to yourself. Try to make people just imagine wonder what is happening. Don't share everything. People have conclusions. Let people have assumptions. Never share everything. Surprise people, you know. Let people speculate and let them be surprised. That's the best way. After that incident, I learned that in life, it's not everybody who is for you. There are people who are for you because of what they're gaining from you. There are people who are for you not because they can't have what you're having, but they just want to get what you are having. You know? So yeah, I learned a lesson. Now I'm in a good place. I've already forgiven the girl. And last time I went to Zimbabwe, I think some years back, I wanted to just see her. I think she still has that guilty conscience in her. I don't know. But I told, yeah, you may ask that, did you tell her that you knew what happened? Yes, I did. I told her because I had a WhatsApp. So I sent her a WhatsApp and she blocked me. So I went to Zimbabwe and I tried to find. She didn't want to see me. She feels like I'm angry at her or what. But I said, you see what? I'm at a better place right now. I've moved on. I'm already married. Everything is going on well in my marriage. So it's nothing. But I've learned the lesson. So I'm telling you, young girls there or young guys out there, this is the lesson you should be mindful of, because don't fall for this. You might be hurt and be depressed, you know. So yeah, that's all, y'all. If you need more of this story time, let me know, y'all, because I have tons and tons of them, you know, and they're just waiting to be shared, y'all. So I'll try to make like a story time once a week. Actually, story times in China. So just let me know in the comment section if you want more. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed, what are you still waiting for? Just subscribe. Another thing I've noticed, you guys, you rush to listen and forget to like the videos. Please like the videos. It helps the video. It helps us. So please, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, y'all. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.